when you need an idea to buy, let's see, a six-pack of beer, a Juul pod, a pack of cigarettes.
We're only months from a major election, so of course the usual suspects in the right-wing media are once again talking about voter ID, how voter ID should be universally required. And listen, you need an ID to buy bread, as Donald Trump has said, which of course you don't. And Sean Hannity, the Fox News propagandist's latest wrinkle on this one is you need an ID to buy beer. So why wouldn't you need an ID to buy bread you need an ID to buy beer. Why wouldn't you need an ID to vote? Of course, ignoring a lot of realities about voting versus buying alcohol. Let's listen to what Hannity had to say. And then I want to dive into this a little bit.
Why would anybody be against simple measures like this when you need an idea to buy, let's see, a six-pack of beer, a Juul pod, a pack of cigarettes? Give me a break. You got to be kidding me.
Okay, so a couple different things, and I do think it's important for the left to understand the talking points here and for us to really know why this makes very little sense. First of all, the IDs that they say are free and easy to get often aren't free nor easy to get. And even if the ID itself may be free, you often need subsequent documents, or we would call them sort of like precursor documents, which themselves are not free to obtain or to get copies of, and or which may require traveling to a state capital or far from where you live only during work hours in order to obtain it and deal with bureaucracy, et cetera. So as I've said before, I don't have a problem in principle with requiring ID to vote. The reality is that it is a proxy for making it more difficult for those who less easily are able to take a day off from work or to obtain transportation or have or pay for those precursor documents. But let's go further than that. Let's put aside for a second that their talk about the IDs being free and easy to get is an exaggeration, to put it charitably. Voting is a fundamental democratic right essential for participating as a citizen in government. Buying alcohol is a regulated privilege. It's just not a right. Buying cigarettes is a regulated privilege. It is not a right. Requiring an ID to vote, they know, can disproportionately disenfranchise certain groups, low-income individuals, elderly, minorities who may not have easy access either to the ID or to the precursor documents that you need to get the ID. Voting happens once or twice a year, and it's a national civic activity that impacts governance at the top level. Buying alcohol is a personal choice with no direct effect on national policies or rights. The type of fraud that we prevent with voter ID laws, meaning, I guess, impersonation at the polls or non-citizens voting, we've researched and we know aren't really issues. They are extraordinarily rare, extraordinarily rare. Experts have studied it. They've looked for it. Ken Block was hired by Trump to find it, couldn't find it. ID checks for alcohol purchases address a real issue and a non-constitutionally fraught issue, underage drinking. That's it. The right to vote is protected under several amendments to the U.S. Constitution. And the framework is participating in a democratic society is really important. There is no similar constitutional protection for the purchase of alcohol or cigarettes. So this is a known line of propaganda. They've been doing it for a long time. Their talking points don't make any sense. We should really understand it. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first two books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.